The Su-57 Felon is Russia's flagship fifth-generation fighter, a jet designed to rival the American F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. Developed by Sukhoi, the Su-57 represents Russia's most ambitious leap into stealth, supermaneuverability, and next-gen avionics. But behind its striking appearance and impressive specifications lies a story of innovation, delays, political messaging, and technological challenge. Let's begin with its purpose. The Su-57 was created under the PAK-FA program, Perspektivny Aviaciony Complex Frontovoy Aviacji, or Prospective Airborne Complex of Frontline Aviation. This program was launched in the early 2000s to develop a fifth-generation air superiority fighter that could perform both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions, featuring stealth, advanced radar, and supercruise capability. In essence, Russia needed an answer to America's growing dominance in airpower, and that answer became the Su-57. The first flight of the prototype took place in January 2010, and the aircraft showed promise from the start. It looked different from previous Russian fighters, sleeker, with internal weapon bays and angled surfaces to reduce radar cross-section. Yet it also retained hallmarks of Russian design: large control surfaces, thrust vectoring engines, and a spacious, powerful airframe. What sets the Su-57 apart from previous Sukhoi aircraft like the Su-27, Su-30, and Su-35 is the integration of stealth. However, it's important to clarify that while the Su-57 does use radar-absorbent materials and features a reduced radar cross-section compared to older jets, it is not on the same level of stealth as the American F-22 or F-35. Western analysts often categorize it as a low observable aircraft rather than a true stealth fighter. Nonetheless, its designers have made a series of aerodynamic and material innovations to lower its radar signature while preserving agility. The Su-57's design incorporates blended wing body shaping and internal weapons bays, which help reduce radar returns. Unlike the F-22, however, it has exposed engine turbine faces and other elements that limit its stealth profile from certain angles. The Russians argue that stealth is only one part of survivability and that speed, agility, and electronic warfare play equally important roles. Now let's talk performance. The Su-57 is built for supermaneuverability. It features 3D thrust vectoring nozzles on its twin engines, allowing it to perform extreme post-stall maneuvers like the Cobra, tail slide, and flat spin recovery. This gives it a significant edge in close-range dogfights, which Russia still considers vital in modern aerial warfare. The engines currently powering the Su-57 are variants of the AL-41F1, also used in the Su-35. However, a more advanced engine, known as ISDELIA 30 inches, is under development and expected to enter service in the coming years. This next-gen engine will offer greater thrust, fuel efficiency, and reduced infrared signature, enhancing the jet's supercruise ability. With the current engines, the Su-57 can reach speeds of over Mach 2 and has a range of about 3,500 kilometers without refueling. Another key aspect is avionics. The Su-57 comes equipped with a suite of sensors and systems, including the N036 Bielko radar, a multi-band radar system that combines an AESA X-band radar in the nose with L-band radars on the wing leading edges. This multi-frequency setup allows for better detection of stealth aircraft and electronic countermeasures. The aircraft also includes an infrared search and track (IRST) system, which gives it the ability to track enemy aircraft without relying solely on radar, preserving stealth. The cockpit is fully digital, with a glass cockpit layout, HUD, and fly-by-wire controls. It's designed to assist the pilot with information fusion, combining radar, IRST, and data links into a comprehensive situational picture. In future upgrades, the Su-57 is also expected to feature AI-assisted decision-making and possibly even optional unmanned operation modes. The weapons system is equally impressive. The Su-57 carries a wide array of munitions, both internally and externally. Its internal weapons bays allow it to carry air-to-air missiles like the R-77 and R-74M, as well as guided bombs, while maintaining stealth. For heavier payloads or missions where stealth is less critical, the jet can use external hardpoints to carry additional weapons, including anti-ship and ground attack missiles. A new missile known as the R-37M, with a range of over 300 kilometers, provides long-range air-to-air capability against high-value targets like AWACS and tankers. Perhaps one of the most futuristic elements of the Su-57 program is its integration with unmanned aerial vehicles. Russia is developing the S-70 Okhotnik B, or Hunter B, drone, which will operate alongside the Su-57 as a loyal wingman. This stealth drone is intended to extend the reach and survivability of the Su-57 by taking on dangerous tasks such as electronic warfare, reconnaissance, or even strike missions under the fighter's command. However, while the technical ambition of the Su-57 is impressive, the program has faced considerable setbacks. Delays in development, cost overruns, and production issues have hampered the timeline. Originally, the aircraft was supposed to enter service much earlier, but as of now, only a small number of serial production aircraft have been delivered to the Russian Air Force. Most of the current fleet consists of pre-production or test aircraft. One of the most significant blows came in 2018, when India withdrew from the FGF-8 program, a joint venture based on the Su-57 that was meant to provide funding and production scale. India cited concerns about the aircraft's stealth characteristics, engine performance, and overall cost-effectiveness. Since then, Russia has continued the program independently but at a slower pace. Despite the slow rollout, Russia remains committed to the Su-57 as a cornerstone of its future air force. The aircraft has been deployed in limited roles in Syria, mainly for testing and publicity. These deployments gave Russian engineers valuable feedback on real-world conditions and helped promote the aircraft for export. Speaking of exports, Russia has actively marketed the Su-57 to several countries, including Algeria, the UAE, Vietnam, and Turkey. However, no confirmed export contracts have been signed as of yet, though negotiations are ongoing. One challenge is the cost. While the Su-57 is cheaper than the F-35, it is still expensive for most buyers, especially without financial partnerships like the F-35 program offers. Another issue is geopolitical pressure. Countries that rely on Western defense systems face consequences for buying Russian arms due to sanctions and diplomatic risks. In terms of survivability and battlefield dominance, the Su-57 presents a hybrid doctrine. It is not solely reliant on stealth. Instead, it combines low observability with speed, agility, electronic warfare, and powerful sensors. This reflects the Russian belief that air superiority doesn't rely purely on being invisible, but rather on dominating in all domains of air combat. There's also growing interest in using the Su-57 as part of Russia's integrated air defense system. Its long-range sensors and ability to communicate with ground-based systems make it a force multiplier, extending the reach and responsiveness of missile defense networks. In contested airspace, the Su-57 can act as both a hunter and a coordinator, supporting friendly aircraft and detecting stealthy intruders. Looking ahead, Russia plans to continue refining the Su-57 platform. The aircraft is expected to serve as the foundation for future sixth-generation fighters. Some reports even suggest that advanced versions of the Su-57 will feature laser weapons, enhanced AI systems, and even more powerful engines. These developments will likely depend on budget allocations, combat experience, and export interest. So, what does the Su-57 represent in the big picture? It's Russia's declaration that it remains a major player in the future of air combat. It's a showcase of indigenous technology, design philosophy, and national pride. While not without flaws, the Su-57 is still a formidable machine. Its development reflects a blend of Cold War-era muscle and modern innovation, standing as a bold contrast to the highly networked, stealth-centric approach of Western fighters. For the aviation enthusiast, the Su-57 is a marvel to behold. Its aggressive design, dynamic flight performance, and raw power are thrilling. For military analysts, it's a case study in balancing ambition with practicality, capability with cost. And for the defense world at large, it's a reminder that air superiority is an evolving competition, one not defined by one aircraft or nation, but by the dynamic clash of strategy, technology, and doctrine. As of today, the Su-57 remains a work in progress, a platform with immense potential that is still maturing. The coming years will determine whether it can deliver on its promise and secure its place as a true fifth-generation fighter in operational terms, not just on paper. Whether you're a fan of cutting-edge aviation, global military dynamics, or just raw flying power, the Su-57 Felon is a jet worth watching.